Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
New at 11, an animal control crisis. We're digging into a problem at Detroit Animal Care and Control. The agency has room for 84 dogs. Tonight, there are more than 200. You know, on a good day, the facility has too many animals, and now it's even worse. Glad you're with us at 11. I'm Devin Skillion.
I'm Kimberly Gill. The agency has 38 cats, which they can accommodate, but the dog situation is not sustainable and it is not safe. And of course, nobody wants to euthanize these animals. Mara McDonald is live outside the agency. Mara, why do you think they got this explosion of dogs all of a sudden?
So, Kimberly, according to staff here at Detroit Animal Care and Control, most of these dogs that you're about to see inside, they're really young. I mean, like under 2 years old. So they think these were pandemic pups that people simply don't want to care for anymore. It's really hard to walk down the aisles, see so many dogs, and they're all really young.
It is very serious. We have capacity for 84 dogs in the shelter. This morning we had 188 dogs in shelter, 194 this afternoon in shelter, and an additional 13 that were sitting on our animal control officer's truck.
They can't handle it. 2 rescues have come by to help today, but the numbers just keep climbing. I know what you're thinking. These are all pit bulls. And while there are many in there are also many mixes and some non-bully breed dogs.
We're just finding that we're picking them up faster than we can get them to a place of safety.
Irresponsible pet owners are the problem here. Now what's the fix? Because nobody wants to be euthanizing dogs, but the status quo is not sustainable. If you were thinking about a family pet, now is the time to come take a look. The city is waiving all adoption fees. That's how badly they need these dogs out of here.
We're hoping to have an adoption event on Monday. We will know by the end of the day, Saturday.
Back here live, here's why they can't commit to that adoption event on Monday. These dogs, or at least a good portion of these dogs, need veterinary care. It's unclear whether they're going to be able to secure those services. They should know on Saturday if that happens. We will, of course, update you, but something else to consider, Devin and Kimberly, Animal Care and Control is open from 10:30 to 3:30 tomorrow. I know they would love it if people would come down, take a look at all the dogs they have, and maybe take home a new family pet. We're live at Animal Control. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Let's hope so. Okay, Mara, thank you.
A gas station clerk charged in a triple shooting, even though he didn't pull the trigger, is a step closer to being free on bond. 22-year-old Al Hassan Ayash is charged with involuntary manslaughter for locking 3 innocent bystanders inside a gas station with a man who couldn't pay a bill that was less than $4, in fact, but had a weapon. Police say Samuel McRae ended up shooting 3 people, killing one of them. He's facing murder charges. Prosecutors say Ayash bears some responsibility because he didn't open the door. His attorney argues he was following his boss's orders. His bail was set at $200,000 cash, but today a different judge lowered it to 10% of $100,000 with house arrest and a tether. No word yet as to whether or not he was able to make that bail.
Starting tomorrow, we are getting a holiday break from some of those orange barrels we've been trying to avoid. Governor Gretchen Whitmer says the barrels will be moved to the side of the road for the Memorial Day weekend and lanes reopened to help with holiday traffic. The break will last through next Tuesday morning. Drivers will see lane restrictions removed on 81 out of the 146 road projects going on across the state. You can find detailed information plus a weekend travel guide on clickondetroit.com.
Tonight, westbound I96 is fully reopened at Schaefer after a nasty crash involving a sedan and a semi-truck. 5 people, including 2 children, were sent to the hospital. It's still not clear what led to the crash, but investigators say the semi carrying wood pallets lost control and hit the sedan. The ages of the victims in the car ranged from 4 years of age to 24. Firefighters say it was just a miracle that no one was more seriously hurt. We're told the driver of the semi passed a breathalyzer test, so we'll keep following the investigation. We're also tracking the search for a cause of a fire at the Alden Park Apartments on East Jefferson and Van Dyke. That's on Detroit's east side. 2 people were sent to the hospital with smoke inhalation. Fire started in the early morning on the 6th floor, and 5 to 7 units ended up with smoke damage, leaving several people out of their apartments. One resident claims she didn't hear the smoke alarms. The fire chief telling Local 4 the fire alarms, though, were working during the fire.
Well, fasten your seatbelts for a bumpy week ahead, as there is still no deal on raising the debt ceiling in Washington. Even more critical, a new alarm bell is ringing. Today, one of the top 3 credit rating agencies said it is considering lowering America's perfect credit rating. So that could quickly raise interest rates on things such as new mortgages, car loans, and credit cards. Both sides say they don't want the government to default. Republicans remain determined to get significant spending cuts, while Democrats say they're trying to protect social programs. Listen.
The pressure's on, and the White House recognizes that. We recognize that. But there are certain terms that have to be met for this to make its way through the House of Representatives, and those things need to be dealt with.
Speaker McCarthy and I have a very different view of who should bear the burden of additional efforts to get our fiscal house in order. I don't believe the whole burden should fall on the backs of middle class and working class Americans. My House Republican friends disagree.
And the government could start defaulting on its debts 1 week from today on June 1st. But Congress needs 3 days at least to get a bill through the House, so the actual deadline is even closer. We'll, of course, keep you posted on any new developments.
Some big news tonight on the electric vehicle front. Tesla and Ford have, of course, been keen competitors so far in the early EV battles. But tonight, the two companies have announced a partnership that will mean Ford EV drivers will have access to Tesla's network of 12,000 superchargers. Ford CEO Jim Farley and Tesla CEO Elon Musk made the announcement tonight during a Twitter audio chat.
Elon, I want to thank you and your team. It's been great working with you so far, and I'm really excited about what this means for customers. We've been talking about this for a while.
We don't want the Tesla supercharger network to be like a walled garden. We want it to be something that is supportive of electrification and sustainable transport in general.
When the partnership first rolls out next year, Ford customers will need an adapter to use the Tesla chargers. But starting in 2025, Ford will move to Tesla's North American charging connector in its vehicles. Yeah, how about that? Another Ford collaboration has a lot of people talking and buying clothes that mix a touch of Hollywood style with workwear.
Yeah, this is pretty neat. HBO actress Sydney Sweeney from White Lotus and Euphoria worked on the collection that sold out in just a few hours. So what's next for the brand? Jacqueline Francis is live at Ford's world headquarters in Dearborn with some answers to that question. Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi, Kimberly and Devin. Check it out. This hat here is part of the Ford Sydney Sweeney collaboration. The line launched this spring, and while they thought it would do well, it far exceeded expectations. In fact, it's so popular, it's hard to get your hands on.
I come from a family of mechanics, and I learned how to drive on my great-grandpa's F-100.
She's not from the Motor City, but she's no stranger to the lifestyle. You may know Sydney Sweeney from Hollywood, starring in hit HBO series like The White Lotus and Euphoria.
I am changing the transmission to automatic.
But she's also in the garage, working on her Bronco, which got Ford's attention.
We've started working on the Built Ford Proud campaign, which is all about like authentic stories about real Ford drivers and cool things they're doing with their vehicles. And I just knew that we had to partner with Sydney for that.
She was all in, collaborating on a workwear clothing line produced by Dickies.
The collection sold out in 31 hours. We had to do a small restock actually because the orders came into our website so fast we actually oversold by a bit.
Fans wanted more.
We actually did an Auto 101 series where Sydney was teaching people how to do basic vehicle maintenance tasks.
Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to refill your washer fluid.
All of the comments in our social media were just, restock the overalls please, because she was wearing the overalls in all of the videos.
It's a shift for the automotive company, bringing new attention and perhaps customers to the Ford brand.
Sydney's an interesting person because she has this glamorous persona that you see on the red carpet, but she also really grounds herself by, being in the garage, working on the cars. I feel like it provides a little bit sense of home for her, and it's just another side of Sydney, and I feel so lucky that our brand got to help bring that out.
There are only a few items and sizes left in stock, so of course the question everyone wants to know is, are they going to continue this collaboration? We asked, and we were told that both Ford and Sydney Sweeney are open to the idea. Reporting live in Dearborn, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Fascinating. mixture of things going on here. All right.
Yeah. And the hat looks good on you
Yep,
too, Jacqueline.
yeah, I like it.